Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In this episode we're actually going to be making some progress. So, remind me Navi, what were we supposed to be doing again? I forgot after 4 episodes of collecting. Impa said the spiritual stone of fire is somewhere in Death Mountain. Oh yeah, I need to go to Death Mountain. Also, I forget if I mentioned that, but I'm changing Navi's voice from this voice to my regular voice. Because I only have one female voice, and I don't want to waste it on Navi. I'm going to use it on Zelda and Impa and actual, like, people who seem like they'd be female. And the whole high-pitched squeaky voice is just annoying. Navi's annoying enough on her own. And at times she does have some actual good stuff to say, and I kind of don't like ruining that. Like when she says goodbye to the Deku Tree, that kind of deflates the moment if I do that. Anyways, let's talk to this guy. The road is closed beyond this point. Can't you read the sign over there? Eh? Oh, I see. You're just a kid and you can't read yet. Ha ha ha. What does the sign even say? Don't pick up the rock. Death Mountain, no passage without a royal decree. Well, you know what I say to you, sign? Ha! Take that! I do not care for your words, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, sign. Here, let me put you back together. That's right. If you play Zelda's Lullaby around a broken sign, it will magically form back together. It's an Easter egg. There we go. Good as new. Alright, because I'm a nice guy. The road is... Oh, yeah. What you actually have to do... Wait, I forget. Can you get past this guy if you play Zelda's Lullaby? I'm curious. I don't think you can. You're supposed to show him the note Zelda gave you. But I'm curious. Nah, it doesn't work. Okay, note. Just lock onto him and show him the note. Oh, this is surely Princess Zelda's handwriting. Well, let's see. Okay. This is Link. He is under my orders to save Hyrule. I know those are supposed to be Zelda's words, but he's saying them out loud, so... Yeah. His voice. What kind of funny game has our princess come up with now? Okay, alright. You can go now. Just be careful, Mr. Hero. Alright. And he hits the spear against the ground, and the path to Death Mountain opens up. By the way, Mr. Hero, if you're going to climb Death Mountain, you should equip a proper shield. It's an active volcano after all. Oh, I should equip that Hylian shield I got before. If you go back to Hyrule Castle Town Market, you should check out the bazaar. They sell the shields you need there. Tell them I sent you. And they should give you a special discount. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's normally like 40 rupees, but I think if they knock it down to like... No, actually, I think it's like 80 rupees initially, but they knock it down to like 40. But if you use the trick I show you back in like Collect-a-thon episode like 1, then you can just get it for free. If you think you're good to go already, don't worry about it. No, I'd like to ask a favor of you. No, don't expect to do this just because of the great tip I just gave you. I'm just asking. I'm just saying. I gotta stop using that. Have you been to the Happy Mask shop that just opened up in Hyrule Castle Town Market? Everyone is talking about it. My little boy pesters me for a popular mask, but I don't have time to go there. So could you go and get the mask for me next time you're in the market? If you don't feel like it, that's okay, but, well, I have no choice, this is my job. Yeah, I guess Castle Town's too far to go for him to go on his, like, lunch break, and he's so exhausted after his shift he can't go, or maybe the Happy Mask closes after his shift. Anyways, that's for a side quest we will be doing later, but right now let's just move along. Alright, here we are on the Death Mountain Trail. Now, there's not a lot heat right now, But eventually we will be coming into some fire. And fire will burn up your Deku shield. And you'll be minus a Deku shield. So I'm going to equip the Hylian shield here and pretty much show you how it works in combat. These are red Tektites. Red Tektite, lock onto it as it jumps with Z targeting. Alright, so this works pretty well for blocking. Yeah, it actually might work better than Deku shield because it blocks with your, like, it protects like pretty much your whole body. But there are certain things it can't guard against. There's an odd texture on this wall, but we will deal with that when we have the proper equipment, which we do not yet have. But we will continue on. There's a big rock there, and what does this sign say? Dodongo's Cave. Don't enter without permission. Okay, not like I can. And this, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, because this is a video game walkthrough. Yeah, this is a red Tektite that's being annoying. And this is a Goron. I am one of the Gorons, the stone-eating people who live on Death Mountain. Look up at that huge boulder over there. Well, not up, but look. It blocks the entrance to the Dodongo's Cave. To the Dodongo's Cave. And why not just Dodongo's Cave? I mean, it's a proper noun. You don't really need that the there. Correcting grammar. Which was one very important place for us Gorons. But one day, many Dodongos suddenly appeared inside the cavern. I would expect there to be Dodongos there initially, because it's called Dodongo's Cave. Okay, wait. I just thought of a theory, because these pop into my mind. What if initially the cave was full of Dodongos, but the Gorons filled it out because they need to get inside there for a... They'll explain that later. But they wiped out most of them so they could get in the caves. But eventually maybe a few survived in like their larval state and repopulated and kicked the Gorons out. That would beg the question why the Gorons can't take them back. I don't know, maybe they're just lazier now. On top of that, the Gerudo in black armor used his magics to seal the entrance with that boulder. If you want to hear more Goron gossip, head up to the city. Goron City is just a little way up the trail. It won't take much longer to get there, even on foot. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably give it away right here. The reason they wanted to get in there is because they could mine rock sirloin. As that Goron mentioned, the Gorons are rock-eating people. Their primary diet consists of stones. Let's see what this guy has to say. They say that a beautiful fairy lives atop Death Mountain. Don't you want to see her? I suppose. Fairies are very useful. I know Navi has helped me, even if she does talk a lot. But yeah, they would eat a lot of rock sirloin, although Ganondorf, the Gerudo in black armor... I could have sworn you could guard against that with a Hylian shield. Guess not. Yeah, they roll down the hills. Anyways, he sealed off the entrance to Dodongo's Cave, so now they can't get any of the rock sirloin. So they're starving now, because they can't go back to eating regular rocks, because they've turned into such gourmets. Like this, I mean, this rock to them would be like eating stale bread. Just ugh. I mean, if you're used to high quality sirloin, and then the only thing you have to eat is stale bread, you're gonna try to get back your sirloin. Eventually, you are going to resort to eating the stale bread, but I'm assuming that this happened like yesterday. So, yeah. The Gorons aren't actually starving, they're probably kinda hungry for not eating for a day. But they're not resorting, because there's literally rocks everywhere. If they're not resorting to eating the rocks on the ground, then they're not actually starving. Trust me, these Gorons are gonna be fine. Oh, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Everyone feels faint from hunger because of the food shortage in this town. We are in danger of extinction.
You are not. Just eat the rocks off the ground. You're Gorons. You've been eating rocks for centuries. Just eat the rocks on the ground. You'll be fine. There's rocks literally on the wall. If you're that hungry, just like scrape some off of the wall and shove it in your mouth, chew it, swallow it. There you go.
It's all because we can't enter the quarry, the Dodongo's cavern. We Gorons live on a diet of rocks. And the most delicious and nutritious rocks around are found in Dodongo's cavern, but that seems like ancient history now. We've become such gourmets that we can't stand to eat rocks from anywhere else.
See? But if you're truly starving, you will resort to eating actual rocks. You don't need your rock sirloin. If the logic of these like that's why I say this must have happened like yesterday, or maybe like a few days ago. Because if these Gorons were actually dying of hunger and leading towards extinction, they would resort to eating anything they can find. That's how hunger works. If you could eat rocks and you were starving to death, you would eat rocks. These guys can eat rocks. They do eat rocks. Their primary diet is rocks. But just because you're so gourmet, you're not going to not eat. That's just silly. But yeah, this guy is probably just exaggerating highly with that whole extinction thing.
I want to eat the top sirloin rocks from Dodongo's cavern.
You are a greedy, greedy Goron. Okay, so I want to get over there because that Goron does say something pretty interesting. Damn! Dang. Okay, basically what that Goron up there says is he wants to eat the special red rock, and he hints that it's the spiritual stone. So yeah. Anyways, what do you have to say? Yeah, talk to me.
Big Brother has shut himself in his room, saying, "I will wait here for the royal family's messenger."
Okay. Well, if I play Zelda's Lullaby, Impa did say that was a song that only the royal family knows. So, if I was a royal family messenger, that might let him know. And I am a royal family messenger. I was sent by Princess Zelda herself to collect these stones. So yeah, let's see. And Big Brother Goron opened the door. Well, he's not our Big Brother, but that's what they call him here. And here he is.
What the heck? Who are you? When I heard the song of the royal family, I expected their messenger had arrived, but you're just a little kid. Has Darunia, the big boss of the Gorons, really lost so much status to be treated like this by his sworn brother, the king? Now I'm really angry. Get out of my face now.
Whoa. You're probably just mad from hunger, my friend. Have some rocks. They're everywhere.
Are you asking why I'm in such a bad mood right now?
I figure it's the rocks.
Ancient creatures have infested Dodongo's cavern.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We've had poor harvest of our special crop bomb flowers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Starvation and hunger because of the rock shortage.
It's really not that big of a deal. You guys have to just open your eyes and think logically.
But this is a Goron problem. We don't need to help from strangers.
But I was sent here for the Goron Ruby. Or I wasn't supposed to give away that name. Oh well. It's kind of obvious anyways. The Cori Emerald, the Goron Ruby, it's a red rock, whatever. For the spiritual stone.
This is a Goron problem. We don't need any help from strangers.
maybe it might help if I played Zelda's Lullaby again. Yeah, see, that cheered you up a little bit. Now can we talk about that stone?
Well, that's not quite what I was looking for. I wanted to hear a tune, something from outside the mountains, something green, natural. That's the kind of music I want to hear.
Oh, you want to hear good music? Well, I've got some of the best game music ever written for you. Yeah, rock out, Darunia. Play that funky music, fairy boy.
Oh! Oh! Come on! Come on, come on, come on! Hot! What a hot beat! Ooh ha ha ha! Yeah! Yahoo!
You can just sit here and listen to this as long as you want. It's just the best. Just seeing Darunia dance around like a wild monkey while listening to Kokori Forest, or, well, Saria's song. Kokori Forest is a different tune. Listening to Saria's song, just so good. But once you hit A, it's all over.
Hey, that was a nice tune. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. I suddenly wanted to dance like crazy.
If only depression actually worked like that. But I'm not going to get into it. That's sad.
I am Darunia. I am the big boss of Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? You want the spiritual stone of fire, too?
Yes, I need it, or else Ganondorf's going to take over the world. Or something villainous.
The spiritual stone of fire, also known as the Goron's ruby, is our race's hidden treasure.
Oh, it doesn't matter that I spoiled it. Cool.
But hold on, I am not going to give it to you that easily. If you want it so badly, why don't you go destroy the monsters inside Dodongo's cavern and prove you're a real man?
Okay.
That way, everybody will be happy again. If you do it, I will give you anything you want, even a spiritual stone.
So you want me to go into Dodongo's cavern and clear out some of the Dodongos? I can do that. I mean, I beat Goma. It wasn't easy, but I made it through the Great Deku Tree. Great Deku Tree. And I beat Goma, and I made it all the way here. I'm sure I can take on a big lizard.
I have something for you. I'm not really giving this to you in return for anything, but take it anyway. If you wear this, even a little fella like you can pick up a bomb flower using A.
And we got the Goron's bracelet. Now you can pull up bomb flowers. Stand next to one and press A to pull it up. Alright, and you can actually see that it's did have an actual cosmetic change on Link wearing the Goron's bracelet. Also, a little interesting story. The first time I played this on an emulator, for some reason, I had the Goron's bracelet at the beginning of the game, so I just skipped past this part while talking to him, and I never got Saria's songs. And you do actually need that song for later in the game. There is a point where you need the song, else it's unpassable, and this was at a point where I could not go back and get the song. I'll bring it up when I get there, but yeah, I couldn't get past that part, and I just stopped there. So yeah, well, this episode has gone on too long already. So in this episode, we made it up Death Mountain. We We talk to the Gorons, who are having a hunger shortage. No, they're not having a hunger shortage. If anything, they're having a hunger surplus. They're having a food shortage. And Link, you really like to stretch, don't you? In the next episode, we'll probably troll around this place a little bit, and we'll go into Dongo's Cavern. So this is me, Thrasho2, saying, be cool, save often, and don't do anything I wouldn't.